Eala signs up in 2 pre-Australian Open tourneys. Filipino tennis ace Alexandra Alex Eala will play in a tournament in Auckland, New Zealand and Keong, Australia as warm-up for her Australian Open debut. The 20-year-old Eala will see action first at the ASB Classic, formerly known as Auckland Open, set from January 5th to 11th. World number 53 Eala is seeded 4th in this 250-tier tournament. Eala's familiar foes like Janice Tien of Indonesia, Punna Udvardy of Hungary, and Katie Boulder of Great Britain are out to compete in the tournament, too. World number 56 Tien is seeded 5th, number 91 Udvardy 21st, and number 106 Boulter a wildcard. World number 18 Elena Svitolina of Ukraine is the top seed of the competition. Right after Auckland, Eala will swing to the Kooyong Classic in Australia from January 13th to 15th. Playing in an exhibition format, Eala joins a pool of players including world number 69 Dana Vekic of Croatia, number 98 Priscilla Hahn of Australia, and former 7-time WTA champ Daniela Hantuchova of Slovakia. Before 2025 ends, Eala will also compete in another exhibition tourney at the Macau Masters in China this December 27th and 28th. The tournament serves as the final competition for Eala in 2025, highlighted by her breakout season in the WTA and a gold medal at the just concluded 33rd Southeast Asian Games in Thailand. Eala ended the Philippines' 26-year gold drought in women's singles tennis play, and became the 3rd overall Filipino champ in the biennial meet after Pia Tamayo at the 1981 Manila Games and Maricris Fernandez-Gens at the 1999 Bandar Seri Begawan edition. Chasing summer, Alex Eala and the 2 doors before Melbourne. January always arrives differently in tennis. It comes with heat that clings to the skin, courts that shimmer under the sun, and a quiet promise that anything, everything, can happen before the first ball of the Australian Open is struck. For Alex Eala, January begins with a decision. 2 pre-Australian Open tournaments. 2 opportunities. 2 doors opening before the biggest stage of the season. They are not just warm-up events on the calendar. They are statements. When Eala signs up for both tournaments, it is not an act of impatience or overambition. It is a declaration that she wants more than preparation. She wants presence. The road before the main stage. The Australian Open looms like a lighthouse at the edge of the tennis world. Every player sees it, but not everyone reaches it the same way. Some arrive as favorites, wrapped in expectations. Others come through side streets and back roads, carrying hunger instead of headlines. Eala belongs to the second group, and she wears it well. By committing to 2 pre-Australian Open tourneys, she chooses rhythm over rest, competition over comfort. These events, played on the same unforgiving hard courts, under the same relentless sun, offer something practice never can: truth. Here, the ball tells no lies. Every match answers a question. Is your footwork sharp enough? Is your serve reliable when the score tightens? Can you recover overnight and do it all again tomorrow? For Eala, these tournaments are less about points and more about proof, to herself most of all. A player still writing her story. Alex Eala's journey has never followed a straight line. From junior success to the grind of the professional tour, she has learned that talent opens doors, but persistence keeps them open. Signing up for 2 pre-open tournaments reflects a player who understands that growth is layered. Confidence is built one match at a time. Momentum doesn't arrive magically in Melbourne. It is earned weeks earlier, on courts that draw fewer cameras but demand just as much courage. In these tournaments, the crowd is closer. The silence between points is louder. There is no escape from your own thoughts. That is where players are shaped. The meaning of 2. 1 tournament can be brushed off as a tune-up. 2 suggest intent. It means early mornings, taped ankles, ice baths, quick meals, and mental resets. It means learning how to lose and still show up the next day ready to fight. It means winning and resisting the temptation to relax. For Eala, the decision signals trust in her body and belief in her game. It shows readiness to shoulder the physical and mental demands of a Grand Slam build-up. More importantly, it shows ambition. Not reckless ambition, but the quiet kind that wakes you up before the alarm and keeps you hitting one more ball after practice is over. Australia as a classroom. Australia has a way of teaching tennis players harsh lessons quickly. The courts are fast. The sun is merciless. Matches swing suddenly. One loose service game can undo an hour of perfect play. By choosing to compete early, Eala steps into that classroom willingly. Each opponent becomes a test paper. Each match becomes feedback. What works? What breaks down? What needs sharpening before Melbourne? These answers are priceless, and they cannot be found from the sidelines. Beyond the scoreline. Wins matter, of course. So do rankings and draws. But the real value of these two tournaments lives beneath the surface. It lives in the way Eala walks onto court knowing she belongs there. In the calm between points when pressure rises. In the ability to problem solve when plan A fails. These are the qualities that separate those who visit the big stage from those who return. The quiet build-up to something bigger. By the time the Australian Open begins, the spotlight will widen. The stands will fill. The noise will rise. But long before that, in smaller stadiums and under a less forgiving sun, Eala will already have done the work. 2 tournaments. Multiple matches. Countless moments of adjustment, resilience, and belief. This is how seasons are built, not with grand gestures, but with deliberate choices. And as January unfolds, one thing becomes clear: Eala is not waiting for opportunity to arrive in Melbourne. She is meeting it early, one hard court at a time.